If you want to be treated like a queen, you have to start by setting the standard for how you expect to be treated and then sticking to it. This isn't about playing games or manipulating people into giving you what you want. It's about defining what respect, love, and effort look like to you and refusing to accept anything less. Because here's the truth. People will treat you according to what you allow. If you tolerate half-hearted effort, inconsistency, or disrespect, that's exactly what you'll continue to get. But when you set a higher standard, something incredible happens. The right people rise to meet it, and the wrong ones fall away. The problem is that many of us lower our standards out of fear. Fear of being alone, fear of being seen as too much, fear of losing someone we care about. So we accept excuses instead of actions. We justify poor treatment because we're afraid to walk away. But here's what you need to understand. A queen doesn't beg for attention or settle for less than she deserves. She doesn't wait around hoping someone will finally see her worth. She knows her worth and expects others to recognize it too. And if they don't, she's willing to walk away rather than compromise her self-respect. Sticking to your standards means enforcing boundaries. If someone repeatedly disrespects you, cancels on you last minute, or makes you feel like an option instead of a priority, you don't just complain about it, you take action. You communicate your expectations clearly, and if the behavior continues, you remove yourself from the situation. You don't reward inconsistency with continued access to your time and energy. Instead, you show through your actions, not just your words, that you are only available for relationships and connections that reflect the value you bring to the table. And let's talk about effort. A queen doesn't chase, she attracts. But attracting the right kind of effort means setting the precedent that you expect to be pursued with respect and intentionality. If a man is serious about you, he will show it. Not just with words, but with consistent effort. He will make plans, follow through, and prioritize your happiness. And if he doesn't, that's your cue to move on. Because someone who truly values you won't leave you feeling confused about where you stand. This applies to all areas of your life, not just romantic relationships. If you allow friends, colleagues, or family members to walk all over you, they will. If you let people interrupt you, dismiss your opinions, or take advantage of your kindness, it will keep happening. But when you start respecting yourself enough to set boundaries, when you start holding people accountable for their actions, you'll notice a shift. The energy you give out changes, and so does the way people respond to you. At the end of the day, being treated like a queen starts with how you treat yourself. Set the standards, stick to it, and watch everything around you start to align with the respect and love you truly deserve. Confidence is the foundation of how you present yourself to the world. It's not just about what you say or do. It's about the energy you carry, the way you move, the way you look at people, and most importantly, the way you see yourself. When you own your confidence like it's your crown, you don't need to demand respect, you naturally command it. A queen doesn't walk into a room seeking approval or validation. She walks in already knowing she belongs, and that energy is undeniable. The first step to true confidence is self-awareness. You have to know who you are, what you stand for, and what you bring to the table. Too often, people base their confidence on external validation. How others perceive them, whether they're liked, whether they fit into a certain mold. But real confidence isn't about being liked by everyone. It's about liking yourself enough that outside opinions don't shake your sense of worth. It's about knowing that you are enough exactly as you are. The way you carry yourself speaks before you ever say a word. When you walk into a space, do you shrink yourself, trying not to take up too much room? Do you avoid eye contact, hesitate before speaking, or second guess your opinions? Or do you stand tall, make eye contact, and own your presence? A queen doesn't apologize for existing. She doesn't doubt whether she deserves to be in the room. She knows she does. And if someone questions her worth, that's their issue, not hers. Confidence also comes from action. You don't just wake up one day feeling powerful. You build it by showing up for yourself, keeping your promises, and proving to yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, every time you set a boundary, every time you choose yourself over settling for less, you strengthen that confidence. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Owning your confidence also means refusing to dim your light for anyone. Some people will be intimidated by your strength. Some will try to make you feel like you're too much, or that you should tone yourself down to be more palatable. But queens don't shrink to fit into someone else's small-minded view of them. They shine fully, unapologetically. The right people will be drawn to that energy, and the wrong ones will remove themselves. Either way, you win. And here's the thing. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's not about having all the answers or never feeling insecure. Even the most powerful people have moments of doubt. The difference is, they don't let those doubts define them. They acknowledge them, push through, and keep showing up. That's what makes them unstoppable. So, wear your confidence like a crown. Walk into every room like you belong. Speak with certainty. Set boundaries without guilt. And most importantly, believe in yourself so deeply that others have no choice but to believe in you too.